So again, administration of a radiological facility. So objectives at the end of this presentation, students would be able to list and discuss the function of a radiological facility, gain a basic knowledge in choosing the location and the designing of a radiological facility, and know the department policies and financial consideration in the administration of a radiological facility, as well as the licensing, the requirements for the documentary requirements, the other requirements, the physical requirements for the licensing of a radiological facility for medical X-ray, the medical diagnostic X-ray. Okay, first we define what is a radiological facility. So it is a department or a facility or a unit in a healthcare institution, or a hospital that provides diagnostic, imaging, and radiation treatment services. Okay? But not necessarily that a radiological facility, hindi ibig sabihin automatic na meron agad siyang treatment services. Okay? Kasi hindi lahat ng radiological facility ay may radiation therapy. Okay? So, but all radiological facilities have diagnostic imaging services. Okay? So, yun yung ating tatandaan. Okay. A radiological facility may include the following areas: general radiography, okay, which houses the X-ray and fluoroscopy, then ultrasonography, computed tomography, magnetic resonance imaging, radiation therapy, and nuclear medicine. However, in the current state of our practice, nuclear medicine is almost separate from the radiology department. Okay? Karaniwan, hiwalay na department ang nuclear medicine. Okay, like in Makati Med, nuclear medicine is an independent department, independent from the radiology department. Ganon din sa Mary Mediatrix Medical Center. So, hindi rin siya under ng radiology department. So, what are the functions of a radiological facility? So, basically, isa lang naman ang function ng isang radiological facility. So, number one is to provide good quality image or good quality diagnostic images, be it a radiograph, an ultrasound image, or an MRI image. Okay? So in addition to that function, it is also expected to provide radiation treatment. Okay, correct and proper radiation dose treatment. Okay. So yun yung dalawang major function ng isang radiological facility. Okay? So sabi nga, to provide the patient and the referring clinician. It is hindi lang tayo may obligation sa patient kung hindi doon sa referring clinician or referring physician na makapag-produce tayo ng good quality imaging services or diagnostic imaging services, and treatment or dose treatment in a safe and friendly environment. Also concerned with the provision of images of the body for the diagnosis of disease, with or without the use of ionizing radiation. So, syempre, kasama pa rin itong mga ito. Provides the following services. Okay? Kasama yan sa function ng radiological facility. So, yung general radiography, contrast media examinations, okay? Ultrasonography, angiography, CT scanning with or without contrast media, same with magnetic resonance imaging with or without contrast media. And lastly, interventional radiology. So, interventional radiology is defined as a branch of radiology where the clinician or the radiologist performs invasive procedures, okay, together with a specialized clinician. Pwedeng surgeon, pwedeng internist, pwedeng neurologist, okay? So, depende kung anong case ng pasyente, pwedeng orthopedic doctor, okay? Using the different modalities in the radiology department. So, example nito, biopsy, okay? Another example is yung tinatawag na SESI or cervical epidural steroidal injection. So that is a procedure under interventional radiology. So ano bang ginagawa doon sa SESI? So SESI, tinuturok o nagtuturok ng steroids sa epidural ng cervical spine, sa epidural part. Okay. So during the procedure, gumagamit ng CT scan at the same time fluoroscopy. It is fluoroscopy guided and CT scan guided procedure. Yung pagturok ng pagturok ng steroids. Okay? Yung pagturok pa lang ng needle, so makikita yun sa fluoroscopy kung tama ba yung position ng needle or hindi. Okay? So, yun yung interventional radiology. So, kasama rin sa interventional radiology, yung mga procedures na tinatawag natin like thoracentesis and paracentesis. Thoracentesis yung pag-drain ng fluid sa thoracic cavity, okay? Or pwedeng air or paglalagay ng chest tube. Hindi chest tube. Tube dun sa thoracic cavity. Okay? With the use of either, usually ang ginagamit naman sa thoracentesis is, it is ultrasound guided. Okay? Pati mga biopsy, usually, they are ultrasound guided. Okay? Hindi lahat ng radiologist ay may license na mag-perform ng interventional radiology. Okay? There are certain qualifications for a radiologist to be able to perform in the interventional radiology. Kailangan siya ay fellow. Okay? Kasi merong diplomate saka fellow. Okay. So, pag diplomate, there are certain modalities lang din na pwede niyang i-interpret yung images. Okay? Kapag fellow, so he can, or the doctor or the radiologist can become a consultant for the different modalities as well as interventional radiology. Okay? So, ayun, location ng ah, radiology department. Sa palagay nyo, saan ang saan ideal place ng location ng radiology department? Saan kaya yung ideal place na pwedeng paglagyan? Okay, malapit sa emergency room. Okay, saan pa? Meron pa ba? Pwede kaya siya sa second floor? Malayo sa radio station. Bakit malayo sa radio station? Okay, so sa ground floor. So hindi pwede sa second floor or third floor. How about malapit sa operating room? Malapit sa OPD? So saan ba talaga? Malapit sa guard. Bakit? Kasi yung pong mga radtech madalas mag-uwi ng condom. Okay. So, location of the radiological facility. So, according to Wendam, to our book, it should be accessible or most easily reached by all patients. So, it should always be on the ground floor unless, okay, merong elevator that can be provided. At syempre, dapat yung elevator ay hindi mawawalan ng kuryente. Okay? So, pwede siyang nasa second floor provided na may sarili siyang access elevator. Okay? So, placing it on the ground floor may save extra expenditures for the shielding material. Okay? However, radiation protection is not a major factor in making the choice of the location, which is the ground floor. It is for convenient access. Kung nasa ground floor siya, ma-access siya ng mga nasa outpatient department. Tama? Ma-access din siya ng mga patient coming from the emergency room. Okay. So, kung yan yung sinasuggest ni Wendam na location ng radiological facility, so, what is the best choice of the location of a radiological facility? Okay, the best choice or the best answer should be ground floor near the emergency room. Laging near the emergency room. Okay? Bakit? Kasi kapag may critical case na nasa emergency room, so the rad tech should be there immediately. Okay. Kaya nga in major or in large hospitals, merong dedicated portable x-ray machine or mobile x-ray machine na dedicated sa ER only. So nandun na yon, nakapark lang siya sa emergency room. At pupunta na lang doon ang radtech, may dala-dalang cassette or image receptor. However, hindi lahat ng pasyente na nasa ER ay gagamitan ng mobile x-ray. There are many cases na ang pasyente ay dinadala sa radiology department from the ER. Okay? So ano yung mga cases na ito? Okay. The only thing or the only procedure that we are usually allowed to get or to take in a in in the emergency room is chest x-ray. Okay, chest x-ray. Maliban sa chest x-ray, lahat pwede mong tanggihan. Pwede mong sabihin sa nurse na tumatawag, pakidala po ang pasyente dito sa radiology department. Okay? Kasi bakit chest x-ray lang? Because chest x-ray can immediately tell us kung ano yung lagay ng pasyente. Also, chest x-rays are important in for the clinician to check if they have successfully or they have put successfully the tube, yung mga ini-intubate, kung tama ba yung pagkaka-intubate nila, or perfect ba, or wala bang sablay. So, yun yung isang dahilan kung bakit inaalaw ang mobile chest x-ray sa emergency room. Okay? Okay. So, halimbawa, merong pasyente sa ER, vehicular accident, for skull x-ray, and may possible fracture sa femur. Okay? Sorry, hindi sa femur, sa tibia. Okay, may possible fracture sa left tibia. So, palagay nyo, dapat ba natin siyang kunan ng x-ray by using the mobile x-ray, or kailangan siyang dalhin sa radiology department? Nasa na kayo sa sa positioning? Ano na ano nyo? Ano ng body part kayo? Nag-extremities na ba kayo? Okay. So, ayun. Going back to my question. So, may sagot ba kayo sa question ko? May sagot po ba kayo? O tatawag po tayo ng tao para sumagot? Okay. Miss Caballeros, can you answer my question? Can you answer my question? So, dapat ba natin kunan ng x-ray sa ER mismo ang isang pasyente vehicular accident? Ako ang request ay skull series plus x-ray of the left leg. Miss Caballeros, are you there? Ayun.
Medyo nagpo-protocol po.
Akala ko nag-uwi dyan ako eh. Magparamdam kayo. Okay. So, what is your answer?
Ano nga po ulit, sir?
May pasyente, vehicular accident. Okay? The request is skull series and left leg. Dapat ba siya kunan ng x-ray sa ER mismo or kailangan sabihin sa nurse, sa ER nurse na pakidala po dito sa radiology department ng pasyente?
Sa tingin ko po, sir, dadalhin po sa Radiological department po.
Bakit po?
Marami pong procedure na gagawin.
Maraming
Dalawa
procedure.
po yung, opo.
Okay? Okay, so may other reason pa kaya kung bakit? Meron naman tayong mobile x-ray sa emergency room, di ba? So, bakit? Siyempre may reason kung bakit. Okay, lahat ng action ng RadTech kailangan may proper reason, may correct reasoning. Hindi ka pwede basta-basta magsalita sa ER nurse na hindi pwedeng kunan ng x-ray dyan. Kailangan dalhin nyo dito. O pag tinanong ka ng nurse, bakit? O, so what will you say? Basta. Diba? Hindi naman pwedeng gano'n. So, sige. May sasagot ba ng question ko? Diba? For, ano yon? Bakit? Bakit? Anong reason kung bakit kailangan sa radiology department? Asa na ba kayo sa POSI? Nag-scan na ba kayo? Abdomen.
Abdomen po, sir, ay reply. Yung skull po ay hindi pa.
Nasa na extremity?
Opo, sa pelvis po.
Pelvic girdle. Okay, sige. Okay, sige. Sasagutin ko na para di tayo maubusan ng oras. Okay. Tama naman na you should say that pakidala dito sa x-ray or sa radiology department ng pasyente. Okay. So, bukod sa reason, hindi kasi acceptable yung reason na marami yung procedure. Kasi pwede ka naman magdala ng 2 o 3 cassette. Okay? Or image receptor. However, the problem is when you take the x-ray of the skull, okay? Kailangan mong gumamit ng gridded. At syempre, kapag yan ay skull, kailangan mas mataas yung iyong KB, yung penetrability ng iyong x-ray beam. Bakit? Kasi thick part po yung skull, puro bones. Diba? And for the mobile x-ray machines, katulad nga na sinabi ko sa inyo, ay almost ang pinagagamitan lang ay chest x-ray. Kasi po, mababa lang yung kanyang MA and KB. Hindi siya katulad ng stationary or fixed na x-ray machine system. Diba? Kung big hospital yun, for sure, the maximum MA is 300 and the maximum KB is 150 kbp. Okay? So, yun po yung reason. Okay? So, let's say, hindi femur, kung hindi leg. So, let's say left thigh. Okay, left thigh. Mahirap pong kunan ang thigh. Okay, kapag hindi ka rin gagamit ng grid. Okay? Bakit? Kasi thick part yung thigh. Lalo na sa proximal end ng thigh or ng femur. Diba? Halos sobrang kapal ng tissue doon compared sa distal end. Diba? So, there are certain reasons na dapat alam natin para kapag tinanong tayo ng mga other allied professionals, masasagot natin sila properly. Okay? So, designing an imaging facility. So, this is for an X-ray facility for a district hospital. So, the maximum bed capacity is 100. So, nakalagay dyan, location, ground floor, near the outpatient and emergency departments. So, this list came from a document recommended by the DOH. Okay? So, valid document ito na kailangan sinusunod ng mga hospitals. Okay, district hospital. So again, when we heard the word district hospital, usually this is a government hospital, government-owned hospital. Okay, so the minimum number of rooms and minimum space requirements. Okay, so the whole X-ray room, including the dark room and the control room, should at least be 32 square meters or 32 meters squared. Okay? So the X-ray room, okay, the dark room and the control room. So yung buong X-ray room together with the control room, okay, ang sukat niya dapat ay 16 square meters. Okay? At yung dark room, okay, yung buong sukat niya ay at least 5 square meters. Okay? So, for a district hospital, isang X-ray room lang ang kailangan with one dark room. Okay. Also, one film filing, film viewing, and interpretation room, at least 6 square meter. So, sama-sama na yung filing room, yung film viewing room, and the interpretation room. Okay. Maliit lang yung 6 square meters, ha? Magbilang ka ng 6. 6 by 6 na square. 6 na 12 inches na sorry, hindi pala 12 inches. Meter nga pala yan. So, 1 metro na tiles, tapos yan, 6x6. So, yun yung size ng inyong film filing room, film viewing and interpretation room. And then one restroom, at least 1.5 meter square. At isang patient waiting area na hindi kasama sa measurement. Okay? So, equipment and accessories na hinahanap. Ito ay hinahanap ng mga inspector from the Center for Device Regulation, Radiation, Health, and Research. Okay? So, kailangan for a district hospital, ang MA ng iyong machine ay 100. At ang maximum KB ng iyong machine ay 125. Okay? You also should have a caliper, one piece of caliper with 1 centimeter graduation. Yung sukat niya, yung measurement niya na naka-provide ay 1 centimeters or in centimeters. Okay? Then 1 unit of 5-gallon manual processing tanks. Okay, when we say 1 unit, so ibig sabihin 5-gallon na developer, 5-gallon na fixer, and 5-gallon na water na processing tank. So thermo-controlled processing tank if possible. Then 3 pieces carbon fiber or bakelite cassette with high-speed intensifying screen for each film size. So yan yung minimum, kita mo, minimum. Bawat isang size, 3 cassette. Okay? 8x10, 3. 10x12, 3. 11x14, 3. Okay? 14x14, 3. 14x17, 3. Okay? Pero dun sa aking former job sa Medical City, we only have two pieces of cassettes for each film size. Pero ang nakabukas lang ay isa. Isa lang yung ginagamit namin per film size. Kaya ang tatak ng aming cassette ay Airstream or Kodak. Pati film ay Airstream din. Okay. Then, kailangan kapag manual processing, of course, hindi mawawala yung film hangers. So 6 pieces each of the X-ray film size. So marami, di ba? Then 2 pieces darkroom safe lights. Safe lights and filter yan, ha. Okay? Bakit 2 pieces? Kasi yung isa sa darkroom, yung isang red light, ilalagay mo sa labas ng X-ray room. Okay. Di ba tapos may nakalagay doon na caution, do not enter when the red light is on. Di syempre, hindi mawawala dapat ang exhaust fan sa darkroom. At talagang napakabaho kapag walang proper ventilation. Okay. Then 1 piece of lead rubber apron, 1 pair of lead rubber gloves, Okay, with a lead equivalence of at least 0.25 millimeter. So, yan yung tatandaan nyo yung lead equivalent. Hindi porke mayroon kang leaded o lead rubber apron, pwede ka nang sumabak sa matataas na radiation energy. The higher the radiation energy, okay, the thicker the lead equivalent should be. Okay? Kasi kung mataas na yung radiation energy, it can penetrate the lead equivalence of 0.25. Okay. So another equipment ay one-piece wooden film drying rack. So sabitan ng film pag nagpapatuyo. So continuation, one pair of steering paddle, okay, for developer and fixer respectively. Hindi nyo, wag nyong gagamitin ang pang-developer sa fixer at ang pang-fixer sa developer. Okay? So yung paddle, if you will be asking me, okay, you should use a paddle that is not biodegradable. Okay? Sa madaling salita, huwag kahoy. It can either be PVC or a stainless metal. Okay? Bakit? Kasi po kapag wood, ina-absorb niya yung chemicals, while the PVC and stainless steel will not absorb the chemicals. Okay. Then one piece of darkroom interval timer, one set of lead markers, one piece of negatoscope with 4 films view. So illuminator, view box, they are other terminologies that we use for, okay, for saan nga uli ginagamit o ano ibig sabihin ng illuminator at view box? They are other terms for negatoscope. Okay, tandaan na negatoscope. Then one piece of stationary grid and one leaded pass box. Okay. So, yung usually ngayon wala nang pass box. Pero sa mga old X-ray department or radiology department, makakakita pa kayo ng pass box from sa QMC may pass box. Okay. So doon ilalagay yung cassette from the X-ray room to the dark room. So doon nagpapalitan ng cassette ng loaded saka dapat i-unload na cassette. Okay? Okay. So designing team. Okay. These are the members of the designing team. Okay, the director of the radiology department, which is the radiologist. Okay, facilities manager of the hospital, hospital information service, networking, representative of the IT, yung networking. Okay, then of course the rad tech. In this case, usually chief tech ang kasama. Okay, then healthcare sales nung machine. Then the project manager of installation. So this manager is in charge of installing, okay, the machine and other parts of the X-ray system, and of course the field engineer. So during the first meeting, ito yung mga required prerequisite or kailangan i-present sa meeting. Okay? So yung AutoCAD drawings ng coming from the customer's design team, kung ano yung design ng radiology department na gusto ng hospital admin. Okay? And the PMI provide specs to the customer's design team. Okay. Specs. Ano yung specs? Yung mga kinakailangan na let's say sukat. Okay? Ano yung mga requisite na kailangan meron sa isang room. Okay? Then, send meeting agenda to attendees prior to the meeting. So, kailangan yan. Then, communicate the estimated length of a meeting, usually 1 hour. Then, approval of the preliminary healthcare drawing. Okay, so, first meeting. Okay. So, first meeting, siya ay tinatawag na design kick-off, okay, or post-ordering meeting. Post-order kasi naka-order na ng X-ray machine system. Okay. Next is the pre-construction kick-off meeting. So, anong purpose nito? It is to reinforce the expectations, review the specs, and answer questions, establish a timeline, and solidify the delivery date ng machine. Okay? And also, hindi lang machine yung may delivery date, kung hindi yung pagkakagawa ng, let's say, isang X-ray room. Okay. So dito, ayun, mas maraming attendees. Okay? So, the Director of Radiology, Facility Manager, ano yung his? Hospital Information System, so representative nun. Then networking, okay, usually his and networking are isang tao. Then, the rad tech or chief tech, the contractor, nagagawa nung X-ray room or ng radiology department or ng facility, project manager, okay, mga superintendent, okay, superintendent usually yung mga tinatawag natin na ang tawag doon, yung mga floorman, ay nakalimutan ko anong tawag sa kanila sa Tagalog. Then the subcontractors. Subcontractors in terms of the mechanical and electrical aspect of the room and RF shields. Kung kinakailangan ng RF shields or radio frequency shields. So usually yung RF shields naman, ito ay ginagawa kapag nagko-construct ng MRI room. Okay, so nandun ulit si sales, nandun pa rin si project manager of installation, and of course the field engineer. Okay. So prerequisite prior to the meeting. So contractor, construction schedule, construction ng drawings. So as well as dito ang pinili ay halimbawa pinili GE Healthcare. So GE Healthcare installation drawings. Then of course, papadala ka uli ng agenda sa mga attendees ng meeting. And then, meeting for 1 hour. So ito yung example ng drawing, construction, drawing or plan. Okay? So this is the X-ray tube, the table. So, ang tingin ko dito, the X-ray tube is ceiling mounted. Nakamount siya sa dingding. Okay? Then the BCH, okay? The transformer, okay? The control panel, and viewing room. Okay? Ito pintuan. Okay? The red safety light to lock, toilet, restroom. Okay? So, ito ay dark room. Okay? Yan. So, ito ay example lang. Okay? So, after magkakaroon ng close-out meeting, so ibig sabihin, tapos na yung construction ng X-ray room. So, purpose of this meeting, to ensure that all customers' expectations have been met and that any open items are closed. So, ayun. Same pa rin, ng mga halos same pa rin with the addition of the modality supervisor, the medical director, okay, of the hospital, okay, the director of service from the um, seller of the machine, application specialist. So the application specialist, sila yung usually nagtuturo sa mga radtech kung ano yung mga features ng mga machine. Sila rin yung nag-i-instruct kung paano mag-conduct ng warm-up sa isang particular na type of machine. Okay. And ano ba yung mga dapat iwasan? So usually, sila yung nagtuturo sa mga radtech. And usually, application specialists are either biomedical engineers or radtechs also. Kasi itong application specialist is one of the career pathways na pwedeng kunin ng isang radtech. So, ito yung agenda, customer expectation, contact information review. Okay? Kailangan may malinaw na lines of communication between the radiology department and the company, or between the biomedical engineer or the application specialist. Then escalation process. So, padadaliin na yung pag-i-install. Then, future service level programs. So, and review warranty acceptance. So, yung future service dyan napapasok kung may kasamang preventive maintenance sa contract. Okay? And yung review warranty, so, yun. Usually, mayroong kasamang 1 year na preventive maintenance na free. So, that is warranty. Yung warranty is, another thing is, replacement ng X-ray tube. Okay? Then, the acceptance. So, after conducting an acceptance testing, kung pasado siya doon sa binigay na specs, okay, at sa mga test, so, ayan, magkakaroon ng acceptance ng machine. Okay. So usually yung pumipirma ay either the Director of Radiology or the Chief Tech. Okay, this is what a room, an X-ray room without the X-ray machine looks like. Okay, so naka-install na yung main breaker. Okay, may mga lights na gumagana. Okay, the walls are painted na. Okay, the ventilation and air condition is already tested and gumagana na rin. Okay, so dito nga meron pang telepono. Okay, tapos merong LED glass window installed. Okay, floor is leveled, okay, according to the plan. Then the equipments are ready for installment. Okay, then after that, ganito na yung magiging itsura niya. Okay, so this is a ceiling mounted X-ray machine system. Okay, nakamount siya sa ceiling. Okay, kung kayo ay na-X-ray na sa MMG, so yun, ganun po yung ceiling mounted. Okay, so meron siyang grid holder here. Okay, pwede mong palitan yung grid. Okay, may dalawang grid ratio na ginagamit. Okay, then system cabinets. So dito matatagpuan yung ilang components ng X-ray machine system. Okay, mga wirings, pwedeng nandito rin yung some components of the computer system. Okay. Okay. So now we proceed to the DOH Administrative Order number 35, series of 1994. So now, kaunahan dito, read the definition of terms. Okay? So pakibasa na lang po yung definition of terms na nasa book. Medyo mahaba kaya hindi ko na sinama, pero it is self-explanatory naman. Okay. So, ang ating i-discuss dito, yung classification ng medical diagnostic X-ray facilities. So we have 4. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3, and the specialized level. Okay? So Level 1 X-ray facility, so this facility are capable or is capable of performing any of the following non-contrast X-ray examination of the chest, bone, and abdomen. So ito lang yung pwede niyang gawing procedure. Kapag ang kanyang license to operate ay level 1. Okay? So chest for heart and lungs. So hindi kasama na rin dyan yung thoracic cage. Okay? Magkaiba yung chest for heart and lungs, tapos yung chest for thoracic cage. Okay? Then extremities, skull, then vertebral column, pelvis, shoulder girdle, abdomen, and localization of foreign body. So ito lang yung mga pwedeng gawin sa isang level 1 X-ray facility. Okay? Malinaw po yan ha. Lahat yan non-contrast study. Okay. So for a level 2 X-ray facility, lahat ng pwedeng gawin ng level 1, okay, pwedeng gawin ng level 2. Okay, with the addition of the following non-contrast and contrast examination, such as the upper GI series, okay, the small intestinal series, okay, barium enema, hysterosalpingography, oral colography, barium swallow or esophageography, pelvimetry, phytography, myelography, paranasal sinuses, okay, scoliotic series, skeletal survey, incorporated anus, intravenous pyelography, and cardiac studies with barium. So, yung mga nakalist dyan, yan ay magkakahalo na non-contrast and contrast examination that a level 2 facility, X-ray facility, can perform. And another requirement for a level 2 X-ray facility is that the X-ray machine should have at least 100 mA tube current in the minimum. Okay? May question po? Before we proceed to level 3? Okay? So level 3, lahat ng pwedeng gawin ng level 1 at level 2. Okay. With the following invasive procedures. So meaning, level 3 X-ray facility can perform interventional radiology. Okay? So we have the sinography, fistulography, cyalography, then the operative and post-operative cholangiography, and the endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography or ERCP, and other procedures. Okay, so for this X-ray facility, kailangan ang kanyang machine ay may minimum na 300 milliampere ang tube current equipped with an image intensifier. Okay? And then, we proceed to the specialized X-ray facility. So dito ay ang binibigyan lang ng specialized X-ray permit ay yung mga machine or yung mga institution na may mga dedicated X-ray unit. When we say dedicated X-ray unit, okay, so kasama dito yung mammography. Mammography is dedicated only for the radiographic examination of the breast. Okay, bone densitometry is dedicated only for bone densitometry. Hindi siya pwedeng gamitin sa general radiography. Diba? Okay? Okay. So, nag-send na si Dean ng link sa inyo. Pero meron pa tayo. Konti na lang. Last few slides. Okay. So, this is the checklist for the documentary requirements. Okay? For the documentary requirements, for the initial issuance or renewal of a license to operate, okay, of a medical X-ray facility. So, ayan. Duly accomplished medical X-ray application form, 2 copies. Okay? So, syempre, license application fee. So, mamaya natin pupuntahan. Magkano ba ang binabayad para sa pagkuha ng lisensya ng X-ray facility? Okay? Next, photocopy of the official receipt of the personal dose monitoring, either TLD or OSL, from the provider of the personal dose monitoring services, either from TUB or from PNRI. Then photocopy of the valid PRC license of all radiologic technologies and radiologic and X-ray technologies ng facility. Okay, next, photocopy of all certificates of all radiologists for being a fellow of the Philippine College of Radiology or FPCR, or diplomate of the Philippine Board of Radiology or DPBR. Okay? Then, photocopy of the board certificate, PRC board certificate of all radiologic technologies or X-ray technologies. Okay. Certificate of training of radiologic technologies or X-ray technologies, or radiologist in radiation protection, okay, if he or she acts as the radiation protection officer or RPO or RSO, radiation safety officer. Okay, so certificate of the head of the facility in radiology if he is not a FPCR or DPBR for government facilities and in areas where no radiologist, okay, within 45-kilometer vicinity radius. So, meaning yung head ng radiology facility ay pwedeng doctor na hindi radiologist, provided na walang fellow or diplomate ng College of Radiology or Board of Radiology within 45-kilometer radius. Okay? Then, okay, next is yung copy, photocopy ng valid notarized contract of employment of all radiologists and radiologic or X-ray technologies. Okay. So the contract should be valid for at least 1 year. Then, duly filled out notarized affidavit of continuous compliance, that is for renewal only. Okay. For initial application, photocopy of the business or mayor's permit, kasama yung SEC and DTI registration. SEC is Securities of Exchange Commission, Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay. Then, photocopy of the latest license to operate for renewal application. Photocopy of a valid vehicle LTO registration, ORNCR, for transportable X-ray facilities only. Okay? So when we say transportable, ito yung mga nasa van or nasa mga buses na X-ray machine. Okay? So pupunta tayo doon sa lower half ng form. Okay. So ito yung fees na babayaran. Okay? So the amount to be paid ay nakadepende sa MA. The higher the MA, the higher the amount to be paid. So ayan. Ito yung initial, ito yung renewal. Okay. However, kapag nag-expire yung license to operate So, may penalty. Isang buwan ang lumipas, okay? 2 buwan ang lumipas, hanggang more than 4 months. Okay? So, next, ito yung itsura ng mismong application form. Okay? So, you need to fill out this. Okay? Kung ikaw ay ikaw yung founding or pioneer radtech sa isang institution, so ikaw yung mapapalagay na Chief Radiologic Technologies. Okay? So, name of the facility, facility address, yan. Lahat yan ay i-fill out mo. Okay. Pati ito, name ng radiologist, qualification, PRC, then papipirmahan mo sa radiologist. Ganoon din sa RPO. Okay? Okay? So, yan. Same din dito. Okay? And, yan. Kung sino yung nag-fill out, siya yung sa-sign dito. This is page 1 of 2 pages. Okay. Ito yung kasunod. Page 2. So, equipment specification. All X-ray equipment in the diagnostic or interventional radiology facility. So yan ang mga kailangan dapat mong alamin. Ano yung mga number? Serial number ng control console ng X-ray tube. Okay? Manufacturer ng control console and X-ray tube, maximum MA, maximum KB. Kung meron kayong tatlong X-ray machine, so dapat tatlo yung nakalista dyan. Okay? Fill out mo tatlo. Okay? Then, for application or use, ito lang yung ilalagay mo. Radiography, okay, stationary, etc. Okay, for the location, so pwedeng radiology department, room 1, room 2, room 3, etc. Or first floor, second floor. Okay, and then dito, yung mga radiologists. And radiologic technologies. So lahat ng radiologists, lista ng pangalan dito. Okay. Kung sobra, so another page 2 na sheet, pipilapan. Okay. Kung anong designation, yung qualification, either if DPBR or fellow of the Philippine College of Radiology, PRC license, validity signature. Okay. Ngayon, kung merong ibang professionals, medical professionals na nagtatrabaho sa radiology department, let's say radiology nurse, so papifill upan din or papipirmahan din natin yan sa radiology nurse. So let's say dito si nurse ganito, designation, radiology nurse, qualification, the RN, license, blah blah, validity, then signature. Okay? Naintindihan po yung sa form. Okay. And then, ito yung pinaka ibaba ng form. X-ray service category. Pick appropriate radiology services. So yan, naka-specify kung level 1, level 2, level 3, or specialized diagnostic and interventional X-ray services. So, i-check mo dyan kung ano yung available sa inyong department. Check mo lahat. Okay? Lahat ng ginagawa. And, okay. So, magbe-base dito kung ano yung license na ibibigay sa inyo ng Center for Device Regulation, Radiation Health and Research. Okay? So ito ay yearly ginagawa, annually. May annual renewal. Okay? So, as a RadTech, kailangan alam mo yung ganitong mga bagay. Kasi once na tumagal-tagal ka sa iyong trabaho, maaaring ikaw na yung sumunod na department supervisor or chief radiologic technologist, diba? Or the department manager. So dapat alam natin itong mga ganitong form. Okay? Okay, so that ends my lecture for today. Okay, so thank you.